Good evening. My name is Vijay Kumar and I am going to explain credit risk analysis. So here is the data. To get some insights from this data, so we will show first the documents. So here we have these 9 questions. So all we will solve using Power BI desktop. So let me show first. I have cleaned all the data, so let me transform on the data in Power Query. So this is the, wait for a while, this is the data transformation in Power Query. So let me check all the data I have cleaned already and remove, like this renamed column, duplicate column, removed the column which is have less than 1% value. I mean most of the rows are null, so that's I removed. And also the data validation I have done, like 100% valid in the all column here. So up and applied the remove the duplicates and remove all the values which is the less than 1%, and also the replace value with 0 which in the column, in that column that the data type is whole number, and the text in that case in binary I have removed the true and false. So let me remove the quality, column quality, and then upload the data on Power BI. So here let me solve the first question. So let me show some DAX calculations here. In the DAX calculations, initially I have done DAX calculations. Initially I have done the average default rate. This is the calculate average, the loan status, and this is the Vijay Kumar file name, and the credit risk person home ownership, and this is the average loan amount, this is the average loan interest rate. So all of these I have calculated using average and calculate function, and also calculate here the interest rate change and adjusted default rate, as well as the average of default rate and the interest rate change value. All of these I have calculated. After that we have applied the clustered bar chart. In that bar chart we have calculated the average loan amount by loan grade. So I have put the slicer on the loan grade, and we will calculate the value on the grade wise here. So average of the loan amount is 9,589, and the average of loan interest rate is this 9.96, and so this is the average of loan interest rate by loan grade here is given. So let me check for A. So A is the 8,539 is the average of loan amount, and 6.65 is the average of loan interest rate. So here is the showing the value of that, and here we have here we have add this pie chart here. So in the 6.64%, 100%, the average loan interest rate 6.65 and 8.54 average the loan amount. So here we have calculated all the value in the question number first using the loan grade, and after that let me move the question number 2. In the question number 2, I have put the value in the person home ownership by loan status rent, and this rent is the higher. So let me rent is the 0.32% every default rate, and sum of the loan status 1592, and 3.7 is the average person employment length. So here we can calculate the each and every, like if we remove, so this is the data. The mortgage is the higher 5.73, the and the average employee person length is 5.73. So mortgage is higher, and the other is the lower, and the rent is the higher percent, I mean 38.29% of the average default rate. So average default is the rent is the higher, because that has the higher sum of loan amount. That's the reason the higher is the loan amount, so higher is the default rate. Here I can see that's 146 million is the loan amount. Let me move the question number 3. In the question number 3, sum of loan sum of the person income by loan intent. So here I can say that the education is the higher 0.41 billion, and the home improvement lower than 0.27 billion, and the education is 3.60 sum of loan amount to income ratio. While on intent the education is the higher and the home improvement is the lower. So here is they put the table, in the table that home improvement is the higher of the average of loan amount, and the average of person income is the higher by home improvement. So I can say that the sum has the higher of education. If we will calculate the average, in that case the home improvement has the higher. So let me move the question number 4. In the question number 4, average of the person income by year. So average income person by the year, so I can say that I have put the employment length. So if we increase the employment year, I mean like 2000 is the higher of the average of the person income, and then it is decrease in the rapid way. I can say that for 4 years, if I will remove here, so I think 2000 is the higher overall, and it is after 2007 it is mostly varying the linearly. So I can say that this is the linear way dependent. So 2000 is the higher average of the person income. So average of the person income, so person employment length I have put here in the slicer. So this we can calculate here wise, and this is the average of person income, average default rate by average loan amount by year. So all of three I have put that in the 2000 is the highest average person income, same showing the above graph. Like in the lowest, I can say that when the year is increasing, the person length is increasing, employment length, then it is the decreasing every loan. Yeah, that's it is mostly is the constant for next after 2007. After 2007 it is the most probably constant. So I can say that the average of the person income, and average of default rate, and average of loan amount by year. So all of three combination we will get by year, so it is mostly nearly constant. If I will calculate the only average of the income by year, then this is increasing like this way. So I can say that it is very linearly increment. I can say increase like this 71,000, and this is the 79,000. So it is linearly increment. So let me move the question number 5. And the interest rate change value by adjust default rate. I have interest rate change value is here. This is the formula for interest rate change value, and adjusted interest rate is this. Adjusted interest rate formula is adjusted interest rate formula has been given. Adjust interest rate change value on the x-axis and the adjusted default rate on y-axis. When we increase the adjusted rate value change, then it is also linearly, I will say exponentially increase the value of adjusted default rate. So in the loan amount, in average of the loan interest rate by risk score, if the risk score is increasing, the interest rate is also increasing. So I can say that the risk is between 1.5 to 2. There is a there is a too much sum of loan amount, I can say, in the particular range. So I can say this is the safest range between 1.5 to 2, and after 2 it is decreasing and risk score is increasing, person income is decreasing. So I can say that if the income is decreasing, so risk score definitely will be increasing. So this is the default, I mean risk score is increasing, and sum of person is also decreasing, and risk score is increasing. So let me move the question number 8. In the question number 8, the sum of the person income and average of default rate by year. So in the 2022 is the higher for mortgage, let rent is the higher 146 million of the sum of loan amount, and the person employment home ownership. So I can say that the rent mortgage at 142 millions, and the rent is the 146 millions, and other has very less amount here, like only 0.38% of sum of loan amount of total, and the 23 million is the on the person who is owner the building, so they have only 7%, and the 45% is taken by mortgage, and 146 million by rent. So rent is the higher percentage. So I can say, if I will check the sum of the person income by and average default rate by year. So for rent in 2022 is the sum of income like 16 million, and then an average default rate is 0.32 year. So I can say average default rate 0.32, and also this is the 9.97% of the first. Okay, so it is decreasing, and initially till 0.3%. So I can 0.32% is the risk score here, and the rent is the higher sum of loan amount. So in the dashboard, I have put the three slicers, and then one of them loan grade, second one is loan intent, and third one is the year, and 3 KPIs over there: loan amount, income ratio, sum of person income, and average of risk score by year. And this is the pie chart: sum of loan amount by loan intent, and sum of person income by person home ownership, and sum of loan amount by person home ownership. So income and the sum of loan amount and the sum of loan amount by intent, all of these I put pie chart, and the ribbon chart, and this is the line chart, this is the gauge chart, and this is the clustered column chart. So all of these I put. This is the table. In that table we have put the grade in the first column, so we will get all the grade wise value of each home ownership. Like mortgage, the person with mortgage A grade ownership, like this amount. So all of these amount has been given here. If we need to calculate the particular year, like if we want to calculate 1995, so in 1995 total 0.04 million is the loan amount, and income ratio is total income is 0.2 million, and this is the loan amount is the 81% of the 81% less than the total income. So I can say, and this is the venture, 0.11 million, and 1.74 is the risk score in year 995. If I will put the venture here, after, let me check for personal. In the personal is 1.37 million. So in the year, if we need to calculate the year, then year to 23, 1.96. Personal is this much, and if we need to put the slicer here grade wise, so all of that has been given. So let me clear. So this is the final output, and I have get some insights, and I have already put in the slides. So thank you.